Welcome. This presentation will provide an overview of Agile Portfolio Management, focusing on how to prioritize and manage multiple projects effectively. It's designed for beginners, so we'll break down the key concepts and show you how to apply them. Let's begin. Agile Portfolio Management involves key concepts like strategically aligning multiple projects with overall business goals, dynamically prioritizing projects based on the value they deliver, optimizing resource allocation across all projects, and continuously evaluating and adapting to changes. Some of the benefits of Agile Portfolio Management includes improved resource allocation across the projects, enhanced visibility into how projects are related to each other, better alignment with the goals of the organization, and quicker response to market changes. This is a representation of the Agile Portfolio Management framework. At the strategic level, we have vision and strategy, portfolio roadmap, and investment decisions. These elements define the direction and goals of the entire portfolio. Moving to the portfolio level, we focus on project prioritization, resource allocation, and risk management. These components ensure that the right projects are selected and managed efficiently. Finally, at the program or project level, we have agile teams, delivery cadence, and value measurement. This level is all about executing projects effectively and delivering value incrementally. Note how the arrows indicate the flow of information and feedback between these levels, highlighting the iterative and adaptive nature of Agile Portfolio Management. Let's explore key prioritization methods. The first method is value versus effort matrix. This involves prioritizing projects based on the business value they bring compared to the effort required to implement them. Second is weighted scoring model, where projects are evaluated against multiple criteria, each with its own weight, to determine an overall score. Next is cost of delay. Projects are prioritized based on the economic impact of delaying their implementation. And the fourth is the Moscow method. It is a method to categorize items into must-have, should-have, could-have, and won't-have. This helps to determine which tasks are most critical. In this example, we have a function called calculate score, which takes a project as input. It calculates a score based on the project's value, strategic alignment, risk, and urgency. Each of these factors is multiplied by a weight. This allows us to assign importance to each factor and calculate a final score for the project. A portfolio Kanban board is a great tool for visualizing and managing the flow of projects through different stages. The Kanban board is divided into columns like strategic planning, in progress, under review, and completed. Each card on the board represents a project, containing the project title, a brief description, and relevant tags, along with a priority indicator. For example, the mobile app redesign project is in the strategic planning column, while the payment gateway project is in progress. This board allows teams to monitor progress, identify bottlenecks, and ensure a smooth workflow. Effective resource allocation is critical for Agile Portfolio Management. Here are a few common strategies. First is dedicated teams, which means assigning entire teams to specific projects. Next is shared resources, where specialists are allocated across different projects as needed. Third strategy is capacity-based planning, which means allocating resources based on team velocity. And the fourth is the critical path, which focuses on resources that are most important for the timely completion of a project. Now, let's understand a resource allocation calculation through a function. The function takes the team and projects as inputs. For each team member, allocations are assigned based on skills and capacity. Here is a portfolio roadmap visualized. The roadmap organizes projects across different timeframes such as quarters and years. The roadmap header consists of the quarter names such as Q1, Q2, Q3, and Q4. Projects are grouped into categories such as strategic, growth, operational, and maintenance. Let's take a look at the key components of a project. It starts with the project title followed by its description. Milestones are also included to track progress. For example, in Q1, the data strategy project has a milestone which is architecture approved. Here are some color indicators. Green stands for data initiatives, blue for market growth, yellow for process improvement, and purple for technical foundation. Key performance indicators, KPIs, help measure how well your portfolio is performing. Here are some examples. Business value delivered measures how much value has been created by the projects. Time to market measures how quickly a project goes from concept to release. Portfolio return on investment measures the overall return on investment across all projects. Resource utilization measures how efficiently the resources are being used. Risk mitigation rate measures how effectively the potential risks are handled. On the right is an example of a portfolio performance dashboard. The dashboard displays the performance over multiple categories. In this case, business value delivered, time to market, portfolio ROI, and resource utilization. The trend indicators, such as the upward or downward arrows, indicate the direction of the performance metric, whether it has improved or declined. Let's see some of the common challenges faced in Agile portfolio management, along with effective solutions. One challenge is competing priorities, where stakeholders with different goals compete for the same resources, leading to conflicts and delays. A possible solution is to implement a transparent prioritization framework. This system should align with the strategic objectives. A second challenge is resource constraints. In this case, there are a limited number of skilled members, which causes a delay in the project's completion. This can be resolved by capacity-based planning. The third challenge is dependency management, where interdependencies between the projects cause bottlenecks and coordination issues. This can be resolved by dependency visualization. The fourth challenge is difficulty in measuring value. To resolve this issue, develop consistent metrics for measuring business value across different project types. This is an example of a value scoring function. It is used to calculate the value score by considering factors such as revenue, cost savings, risk reduction, and customer satisfaction. Here are some of the best practices for Agile portfolio management. The first one is strategic alignment. Ensure that all projects directly support strategic objectives by conducting quarterly reviews with executives, using strategic themes to categorize and prioritize work, and implementing a formal business case process for new initiatives. The second best practice is adaptive planning. Embrace flexibility while maintaining direction by planning at multiple horizons, implementing rolling wave planning, and reserving capacity for emerging opportunities. The third best practice is collaborative governance. Create inclusive decision-making processes by forming a cross-functional steering committee, conducting transparent prioritization workshops, and implementing regular portfolio sync meetings. The fourth best practices is continuous improvement. Regularly refine portfolio management processes by conducting portfolio retrospectives quarterly, measuring and optimizing portfolio flow metrics, and experimenting with new prioritization techniques. Effective Agile portfolio management balances strategic direction with tactical flexibility, enabling organizations to maximize value delivery in a changing environment. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.